I've just landed in Athens. I don't look like me. My eyes don't look like my eyes. It's freaking me out.
I love it. When you shoot that lightning caper in me, goddess, it really gets me going. I love it. When you shoot that lightning caper in me, goddess, it really gets me going.
I'm on the plane. And about an hour, 40 plus minutes in, I start to feel the land emanating. Oh. My whole body started to hurt. And I started to see the unravel. It was like the end of a movie. When they give you the end of the movie and the beginning of the movie, and then you watch it and then you finally get to that end scene again. It was like watching the end of the movie. The end of society, civilization crumbling. And screaming in pain. My heart is like beating a million times a minute. I feel like I'm having while I was on this plane, this man tried to get my attention, but he spoke a different language. He said Habibi, and then he said some things, and I didn't know what he was saying, but he was talking to his son, and his son was, I don't know, his son was adamant talking about me. And for maybe like half the plane flight, they were talking about me. And I heard him say I heard her say she speaks English. She doesn't speak our language, she speaks English. Inglese. And so at some point in the flight, he just pulls out his phone, like in the aisle, aims it at my face, and just snaps a photo of me while I'm looking at him. I have no fucking clue what that was. No clue. But this was right after I started to see Pythia come in. And I felt her celebrity status. And then I started to see her call back power. I started to see her standing and calling back power from animals and people and places and souls and benevolent beings. And then, as I say that, I'm having a lot of pain in my heart. Calling back to her. And then all I could hear was this. It was like a thought that wasn't my thought. This body would touch the land. This body would touch the land. And when we were landing, the window was open. The window was open. And the plane touched the earth. And as soon as I looked out the window, I heard a thought that was not mine. All I heard was home. I'm home. So I'm standing in the aisle, waiting to come off the plane. And the plane is letting us off on the tarmac, which is not unusual. I've been on a tarmac lots of times. But as soon as I walked out the plane, and I saw the mountains, the silhouette of the mountains, and everything is dark outside, I couldn't move. I froze. I froze in the door of the plane, looking outside. And I was like speechless. I can't even see anything, but I was speechless. I was thoughtless. There was a silence so loud inside of me. It wasn't even a thought. It was, the word is speechless doesn't even encompass it. I never walked out of a plane so slowly. I just started to feel her set of eyes in my eyes. And I got onto the little bus on the tarmac. And with every ounce of being, I'm just trying to not like bawl. Like there's tears that I can't stop running down my face. And then it felt like this. This is what I am now. I'm in this body. This. Like in American Gods, when the gods don't know who they are and they need to be woken up. And they have that moment of, this is what I've become. And I felt it in every part of my body. Like I've been wearing somebody else's clothes. Like if you were wearing somebody else's wardrobe that they picked out for you your whole life. I get off the bus. I'm still in the airport. I haven't even left baggage claim yet. I get off the bus. I have a very very specific walk. Ever since I was younger, I've always been told about this walk. And as soon as I get off the bus and I start to walk, it was like I was learning to walk for the first time. My feet couldn't figure out how to land or how to stand. It was like I was tripping, not even over anything, or my feet wasn't hitting the floor and they weren't tripping on each other. They just couldn't figure out how to move. It felt very like a robot. And like I was very conscious of how my arms were swinging versus my feet. And it was so, this is how humans move. This is how you're supposed to move. How do I get my arms to move at the right way that my legs are moving? Trying to figure out what that's normally autonomous, and your arms are swinging and you're walking. My phone is dead, so it's just unplugged into the wall. Before I take a bus to the hostel, my heart hurts. Like a lot. It feels like it's wounded or mending from a wound. but it hurts like there's something sharp inside of it. My face is really weird. I'm gonna have to film this whole thing now. This is the least authentic I've ever felt in my whole life. I feel like a stranger to my body. I am a stranger inside this body. Whew. Wasn't expecting that. I will charge the phone and then I will go on my way.